Thank you everyone for being here today. First and foremost, I want to start off by reiterating the organization is committed to a culture of accountability and upholding our values across our employees and players both on and off the ice. Last week, management was notified of possible misconduct by Corey Perry. We immediately pulled him from the game and conducted an internal investigation. Upon learning the findings of the investigation, we made the decision to terminate his contract. As this is an individual personnel matter, I will not be able to disclose any details related to the initial reporting, investigation, or the findings. However, I do want to be very clear on this one point. This does not involve any players or their families, and anything that suggests otherwise, or anyone that suggests otherwise, is wildly inaccurate, and frankly, it's disgusting. This has been a tough situation, and I understand you wanted answers. It was important that we took all the necessary steps before sharing more. I hope you can understand that I may not be able to answer everything today, but I am going to be as open and honest as I can be given the situation and out of respect for those involved. I'll take any questions.
Kyle, can you, is there any criminality involved here, or anything potentially criminality?
This was a workplace matter.
Kyle, have you been involved with the PA or with the league with this, and is this a potential situation where a player assistance would come into play? Player assistance program?
All those entities are aware of what's occurring here, but this was a team incident, and so it was a team decision.
Given that it's a workplace incident, and given the Hawks' history, and saying that there's going to be transparency within the organization, why can't you say more about what transpired?
Yeah, I just can't get into specifics because it is an individual personnel matter.
Is this something that happened in Columbus?
The most I can disclose is that we learned about it while we were in Columbus.
Does it involve a staff member of the Hawks organization?
Again, I'm not going to get into further details.
Is the league involved? Did you notify the league as soon as you heard about it?
The league was understanding of the situation, as was the players' union. All parties are informed, but again, team incident, and so it's a team decision.
How did this come to the attention of the team? Was this something that happened in a team environment, or was it outside that?
Yeah, just given it's a individual personnel matter, I'm not going to get into specifics.
When did you guys notify the team?
Pardon?
When did you guys notify the team, your players, that you were going to release Corey?
I met with the team today to update them on our decision. So it was today.
What was their reaction?
They just kind of listened.
What was your reaction to having this happen and obviously having to try to pick up again? Just your reaction to having to...
Yeah, you know, it's obviously been very tough. Yeah, it's been a tough couple days.
I know you guys have worked hard to kind of set a new culture here. Does that make it even more tough to kind of swallow something like this?
I think more than anything, it reinforces the resolve we have to change the culture and make sure we're doing the right things and you know, upholding our values and making sure that we continue to build a culture of accountability. I think that's kind of my thoughts on it.
This is an example of where the new reporting processes and everything you've implemented in the past few years were able to make a difference in this regard?
I believe so, yes.
Corey was brought in to set an example, to be a model, to teach the young guys how to be a pro. How much more disappointing does it make it when something like this happens?
Obviously, it's tough. It adds another layer.
Did it show you another side of his character that you weren't expecting to see, or didn't jive with your background intel on him?
Certainly didn't. It didn't mesh with the background we received. But
I just want to confirm, law enforcement was not involved in this whole.
this was a workplace matter.
Kind of going on Ben's question, the fact that somebody did report and feel confident enough to speak forward, does that give you confidence in the way things are being operated now in terms of matters of this such?
You know, I think I'd rather just reserve comment on that. Thanks, Joe.
Is this something that you need to address, given, you know, what his stature was even this soon in the locker room? Do you need to address the team at a later point to kind of explain what happened and going further with your decision, given that, you know, he was brought in as a supposed locker room leader, and it does speak to the team culture?
You know, I'm very confident in the locker room and their resilience. Obviously, it's a tough day, but you know, we'll continue to communicate with our players, and we'll go forward from there.
Do the players know exactly what happened, or is it kind of
The players do not have any details at all.
Do you feel like the absence of a detailed explanation has led to a lot of speculation about what it can be? And, you know, I mean, to put it bluntly, a lot of people don't grant the Blackhawks benefit of the doubt given the Kyle Beach situation.
To be honest, Phil, I think over the last 24 hours, what's gone on has been very disturbing, and I feel like I'm wearing it. I'm carrying that. It's just tough to see. Yeah, it's tough to see. Yeah.
You wish you would clarify it sooner, given what's ended up happening?
You know what? I think we went through the process as quickly as we could. While in order to run a responsible, investigation.
What kind of backing or counsel did you get from Danny and or Jamie, if any?
I think I'd just rather leave that internal. Thank you.
Will this investigation lead to any kind of internal changes in procedure or any other additional safeguards for your employees?
I think it's so fresh that we'll get through today, and I'm sure we'll continue to always evaluate. The one thing, it goes without saying, whether it's after something comes up or not, you're always trying to get better. You're always trying to improve, and so I don't see why that wouldn't be the case moving forward. We're always looking to be better than we were the day before. So.
Were you able to conduct your investigation using exclusively internal resources, or did you use some kind of an outside?
It's an internal matter.
Have you had a conversation with Corey to get his side, and can you say what his response was, either to the findings of the investigation or to your decision to terminate the contract?
Yeah, I'm not going to get into the details of our conversations.
Being that Perry was an assistant captain, are there going to be any other changes or anyone taking on his role as an assistant captain?
Unclear at this time.
All right, thanks, Kyle.
Thank you.
We all silly like the mayor.